Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cece. Today's video is going to be a super quick, informative video on how to properly apply false lashes, the tips, the tricks, everything you need to know to get them to stay, to be comfortable, and yeah, the secret tool that you literally need to make your life 10 times easier. Like, you can do it without it, but why would you want to when this exists? So, to see how to properly apply false lashes, how I get them to stay and be comfortable and look natural, keep on watching. Let's try to stay in focus this time. So for today, we're going to be using the Ardell Demi Wispy, the faux mink. They come in a 2-pack for like $8-9. It's a really great deal. But these are my favorite pair for more of like a natural looking fake lash. They're really light, which is also like they're easy to wear. So yeah, we're gonna start with those. So first step, trim the lash. You need to measure the lash to your eye. I've never had a lash, and I have like fairly big eyes. I've never had a lash that I didn't have to trim. I think that's a main thing that a lot of people don't do, or they don't think to do, that really makes a huge difference. But also I'll show you how to kind of peel the lash off of, or at least how I do it, off of the actual plastic thing. It is, some companies, it's like they glue that shit down, and it's really hard. You don't want to just pull it off and like mess up the shape of the lash. So how I like to do it is kind of start from the base and like start to like pull it up slightly so it keeps its shape, but you're kind of like getting it off of that like glued band. Some are easier than others. You can kind of just start to like peel it off, but just be very gentle because you don't want to mess up the shape of the lash. First lash, I'm going to hold it up to my eye and kind of see how much I need to trim off. So you can see that if I were to just put this on, it would literally go from like corner to corner. That's what makes wearing lashes so uncomfortable, for me at least, is if you have it all the way like into the inner corner. Like, I can't with that. I literally start my lash to be like right here. Make it look more natural too, because you'll be able to see your natural lash. Kind of measure to see how much I want to trim off. So this is where I'm going to have the natural lash kind of start on my actual eye, or on my lash line. And like, you can see how much, like, boom, I need to cut off like one of these little ends. And always cut from the outside, because you don't want it to cut from, if you cut from the inside, the longest part of the lash is going to be closer like to the inner part of your eye, and it's going to look weird. So just about this much off. Boom. And then the other thing I like to do is I take, you see that little tip, that little plastic tip on the inner corner? I just trim that off. I don't trim off any of the lash, because like I said, you want to keep the shortest part of the lash on there, so that way like the effect, you still get the same effect. You don't mess up like the shape of the lash. But that little chunk of plastic, cut that off. It makes such a difference as far as how it feels. And then I'm going to do the same amount off of the other lash. I still kind of hold it up to my eye and see how it looks, but you want the lash to be uniform, because you are putting on like the same lash on both eyes. So if one's shorter than the other, you're going to be able to tell. So once you put, let me just see, yeah, literally like that, see that little chunk? That's what you want to cut off. So that way the lash will sit really comfortably like on your inner corner. So then I like to line up the right side I just cut with the left side, and so make sure you're cutting like the same amount off. Trim off as much plastic, or as much of like the band as you can, until you get to like one of the actual lashes, look at that. One of the actual lashes, because that just makes it more comfortable. And then, like I said, take that little inner corner and just cut the plastic, or just cut the bands, not the actual lash. Hey, yay! So now that they're trimmed, that is step number 1. As far as prepping them, I like to take, if they're a brand new pair, take them and go like this. That kind of helps break up the band and make them a little more flexible, makes it easier to like set on the eye. I like the Ardell lashes though, because the band is super thin, so you really don't have to do that too much. Some of the other lash lines that I like to use are lashes from brands like Huda Beauty. I love Jade number 13 is like my other favorite lash. That's definitely a little more dramatic, so I do that if I have a more like glam look, but their bands are a little bit thicker. Like the more dramatic of a lash, the heavier the band kind of has to be to support the lash. So do this if you have anything that's a little more of like a thicker band. But that kind of just helps to create the shape you want and for it to, the corners to be able to like stick down. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my own lash and pop on some mascara. I do mascara before I put my false lash on. When I press them together, they already kind of like just blend easier. I'm gonna take my same Dior Pump and Volume mascara and just do kind of a nice coat. Obviously, it doesn't really matter what mascara you use. Just coat your lashes and get them all going in the right direction so that way they can seamlessly blend with the false lash. I do like to do my bottom lash as well. I finish the entire eye and then lashes go last, because I find it easier to kind of get in there and get my bottom lashes without the false lash being there. I just like to kind of weight my lashes down with mascara, and then I find the false lash sets better on them. Now, step 2. I don't know if this is step 2, I'm just going step by step. We'll see if I number them. Is to take lash glue. I've literally been using this for so many years. It's the Duo Strip Lash Adhesive, and this is the white clear. Put it on the lash, you'll see it's white, but it dries down clear. I know they make like black or brown brow gels. Lash glue, I find it's better to do clear, and then if you like can see, because you can't really see it's clear, but if you get, you know, if it dries a little bit and you can kind of see it, I just kind of put a little eyeliner over top of it, but it touched your lid and it got on it and it's black. It's like, use clear, because if it gets on it, it dries clear, and then you can just kind of, you know, work with it. Pair of tweezers. Make sure there's no glue on it from when I took my lashes off last night. So I'm going to hold the lash, so we're going to start with the right one, on my right eye. I'm going to hold it in the middle, just like that. Take a little bit of the glue and just work it onto the lash band. Not too much, but enough. Don't go crazy. You don't want it to really like go onto any of the actual lashes, just kind of focus it onto the band. But make sure there's enough on each outer corner, because those are what you're going to want to make sure really stick down, especially if the lash is new. Once you wear a pair of lashes the first time, or at least I find, the next time you go to wear that pair, just fits better because it's like used to your eye shape. So now the glue is on. Here's how it's looking. Just a nice thin layer. So this part right here, I know it seems like I'm just talking, this is key. You have to let the lash glue get tacky. So let it sit here. Honestly, I wait like almost a minute. A trick I have too, if you like are pressed on time, is to use the warmth of your breath. I know that sounds weird, but like that helps speed up the process, make it tacky, and let it dry down. So like I said, wait at least 30 seconds to a minute. I just hold it. I mean, you can place it down if you need to do other stuff. Sometimes I multitask. I'll like fix or finish my brows while my glue is drying, or I'll put the glue on and then do mascara and curl my lashes. But regardless, let the glue dry. I feel like that's a huge thing that people don't think to do, or they just pop the glue on and they pop it on and then it's like sliding everywhere. If you let it dry and it gets tacky, it's so much easier to apply. So now it's been like almost a minute, I would say. We're gonna place the lash right in the middle. I'm gonna make sure you guys can see. Obviously you want to line up the outer corner with your outer corner. So line those up and press it down. And then I take the outer corner like this and line it up with the outer corner and hold it for a couple seconds. And then I take the inner corner and hold that down for a couple seconds. Oh my god, I slept in my contacts last night and my eyes are so dry. Not fun. Okay. Now that I'm like blinded by this light. Once I set it down in the middle, I pushed the outer corner down in the inner corner. My other tip is to not fuss with it so much. Let it set on the lash line, let it dry down almost completely, and then we're gonna go in with that secret, like, amazing, life-changing tool, and I'll show you how to make sure they're finessed. So we'll just do the same thing, repeat the process with the other eye. And if there's any glue left on your tweezers from sticking it down, sometimes it gets on it, just make sure you pull that off because then stick to the other lash. But like, look at the difference. This is why fake lashes are just so bomb. All right, now do the left eye. It's nice because you can do a lot of multitasking, like while this guy is drying down, work on the other one, and then by the time this guy's set, this one will be ready to really kind of get in place. So, same process, give it a minute. See, you have to be very careful, but obviously the glue is tacky, so it's ready. I'm gonna do the same thing with the left lash, stick it down in the middle, and then stick it down on the two other sides. This side's a little harder for me because I'm right-handed, so I kind of like reach across my face. But I kind of find looking straight, like a lot of people think look down, or like, I don't know how to like, to be able to see your lash line. If you just look as straight, focus. I have to figure out this background situation because I swear to God, my camera never wants to focus on me, it wants to focus on my neon sign in the background. Looking straight ahead keeps your lash line like how your eye naturally is. So I'm able to like see it better. So that's how I do it. So let me stick this on before it dries down completely. So stick it right in the center. Like that. And then take it down on the corner. And then on the inner corner. Voila! While this guy is drying down, we're going to take the tool, the secret tool that changed the game when it comes to false lashes. This little guy right here. Amazing. This is going to change how you apply your false lashes. This is a gem from Amazon, obviously. Literally $18.50. Literally dream. I'll attach the link down below so you guys can go and purchase it, but I swear, game changer. So now we're gonna take this little guy. If you can see that there's like the little rubber tool like on an eyelash curler, and then the bottom, so this just marries your natural lash and the false lash perfectly. I used to go in like with my fingers and try to like squeeze it down. Let's see if you can see it. But it's hard if you have like nails, and you also don't really want to like stick your fingers in your eye. But literally it makes such a difference, and it's really as easy as that. Like this tool, I swear to God, game changer. I found this tool when I was watching a review of someone who went to Makeup by Ariel. Ariel's Kylie Jenner's makeup artist. He did his masterclass, and this was something that he uses, and said it was a game changer or whatever. So yeah, this girl I was watching, she ordered it and she raved about it, so naturally I had to order it, and now I'm raving about it. So let's do this one now. But it just makes that seamless application so much easier. Boom, baby. Locked and loaded. It's really as easy as that. The top takeaways I have, I would say, with applying false lashes is take your time and let the glue dry. That is something that I used to not do enough. I would like put the lash glue on, and then literally 4 seconds later I would stick it on my eye. And then I would try to like move it down here and it would like slide, and I'd be like, why is it not just staying in place? Wait a minute. When you think it's almost dry, wait a couple more seconds and then put it on. You'll be able to tell, but between waiting for your lash glue to dry and having this little sucker, and it's really as simple as that. Trim your lashes from the outside, not from the inside. Take away the long parts, let the glue dry, and use this tool. Now, if you can't use this tool or you don't want to, you want to try them first without it, it's fine. You can definitely use, I was wearing lashes for years without this tool. I'm just saying it literally is a game changer. So if you want to invest in it, like I said, it's like $18, $19. Seriously so worth it. But if not, I used to use my regular tweezers and just go along my lash line just like this and stick them down. So you can do it. All you need is a pair of tweezers. These are $3 from the drugstore. If you don't have nails, like right now I don't have any nails, you can kind of get in there and squeeze the two together. That works too. That's it for this tutorial. Super quick and easy. I hope you took away some helpful pointers and you'll give false lashes a try, because they're really not as daunting or as intimidating as they seem, and they really just amp up your makeup game. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll be back soon with more videos.